Hi, Sanjay. Welcome to the interview. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Ravi. Thank you for having me.
Great. Let's start with something simple. What is React?
React is a JavaScript library developed by Facebook for building fast and interactive user interfaces. It's mainly used for creating single-page applications where UI updates dynamically based on data changes.
Nice. Can you tell me some key features of React?
Sure. React is component-based, meaning the UI is divided into reusable parts. It uses a virtual DOM for efficient rendering, supports declarative programming, and can be used for both client-side and server-side rendering.
What's JSX and why do we use it?
JSX stands for JavaScript XML. It allows us to write HTML-like syntax inside JavaScript, making code more readable and expressive. JSX gets compiled into React.createElement calls during build time.
What's the difference between functional and class components?
Functional components are simple JavaScript functions that return JSX. They use React hooks for state and lifecycle management. Class components, on the other hand, are ES6 classes that extend React.component and use lifecycle methods like component_didMount.
Can you explain what the virtual DOM is?
The virtual DOM is a lightweight in-memory representation of the real DOM. When the state changes, React updates the virtual DOM first, compares it with the previous version using a diffing algorithm, and then updates only the changed parts in the real DOM for better performance.
Good. What are props in React?
Props, short for properties, are used to pass data from a parent component to a child component. They're read-only and help make components reusable by giving them dynamic data.
Then what's the difference between props and state?
Props are immutable and used to pass data into a component, while state is mutable and managed within the component. State can change over time, triggering re-renders, but props can't be modified by the component itself.
What are keys in React and why are they important?
Keys help React identify which items in a list have changed, been added, or removed. They improve performance during re-rendering. Each element in a list should have a unique key to avoid rendering issues.
What's the difference between controlled and uncontrolled components?
In controlled components, form input values are controlled by React state. In uncontrolled components, values are handled by the DOM itself using ref. Controlled components give better control and validation.
Can you explain what React.fragment is used for?
React.fragment lets us group multiple elements without adding extra nodes to the DOM. Instead of wrapping elements in a div, we can use React.fragment or shorthand angle brackets to keep the DOM clean.
What is conditional rendering in React?
Conditional rendering means showing UI elements based on certain conditions. For example, using the ternary operator, isLoggedIn, ? dashboard, : login. It decides which component to display based on state or props.
How does React handle events?
React handles events using camel case syntax, like onClick instead of onClick. Event handlers in React are functions defined in JavaScript and are automatically bound to the component, ensuring a consistent event system across browsers.
What's the purpose of default props?
Default props provide fallback values to props if none are passed by the parent. It ensures that the component still renders correctly even when some props are missing.
Last question. What's the difference between React and frameworks like Angular or Vue?
React is a library focused mainly on the Vue layer, giving developers flexibility to choose other tools. Angular and Vue are full frameworks with built-in features like routing and state management. React is lightweight and easier to integrate with different stacks.
Excellent, Sanjay. You've got a solid grasp of React fundamentals.
Thank you, Ravi. It was a great discussion.
Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.